Welcome to We Funny AF, formerly the Imperial Ink Live podcast. Same crew, new do. We got the upper echelon, end all be all duality part 108 hold up available across all streaming services. We still have the same website set up for merch at imperialinkmusic.com. Various t-shirts and masks, and we also have new merch on the way specifically for the podcast, and it's coming soon. So, let's get into this, y'all. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, them Imperial boys is back. Yeah. And of course, you know we had to come back on some new shit. Yeah. So, without further ado, I welcome you to the We Funny AF podcast. Yeah. I'm the one and only Figs. I'm with my main man Biggs. And we about to take you there. Let's go. We Funny AF. 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 We funny, we funny, we funny, we funny, we funny, What's up? What's up? Welcome to We Funny AF. We just came up with these questions. What was we calling this?
I mean, today it's all about music. We're gonna talk about music.
Okay,
that's what we do. We like music. We listen to music. And I got a lot of opinions on music, so we're gonna talk
occasionally
about music.
Make music from time to time.
Yeah,
you know?
we used to.
We still do.
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I do.
You do.
I ain't though.
But yeah, we're just throwing out these few little random statements, questions, and such to each other to see what we think.
We're gonna talk about music.
Yeah, even music's outside of our own genres, which would be hip hop in his case, and
all
hip hop R&B for me because I love everything. So
all genres.
Yeah,
genres. Is that what it's called?
No, it's genre.
I know it's genre, but
genres. Oh, you talking about when your eyes yellow?
Yeah, all genres.
That's fucked up.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, we're gonna do this first one. As soon as my phone decides to stop acting a fool. The first one was, what type of metal would you listen to? Seeing that that's not your typical genre for you personally, what would you listen to? Me personally,
I'm from the outskirts.
From the outskirts.
I'm from the outskirts.
So who you like from the outskirts?
I'm a Metalica type nigga.
Metalica, that's what Paige called him.
I like Metalica.
Yeah.
I mean, that's metal,
mm-hmm.
but just rock. I got others,
I could see you liking Metallica. What others do you? Me personally, I'm tied between System of a Down and
that's your shit.
Oh, I fucking love that, man. And Slipknot. That's my other one. Yeah, they're kind of work harder than System of a Down. System. I like System because their influences are crazy. They go from real hard driving metal beats, and then they'll switch over to a jazz kind of feel.
Yeah,
they can switch up really good, and I think that's impressive.
I listen to Black Sabbath. I think if I'm gonna listen to rock, it's gonna be some hard shit.
Right.
It's just gonna be some Iron Maiden.
So you do like
it's gonna have the craziest name. It's just gonna have a hard name. I mean, if you call Rage Against the Machine rock, I don't know.
I don't know. I think where
it has some rock element. It has some metal elements.
Yeah, I think they were they new metal, I guess. I don't know. But I see where you're coming from though.
I didn't really fuck with Rat. I wasn't in the hair era.
Right.
Yeah. And I probably more like the alternative. Like I fucks with Nirvana.
Right.
But hey,
their songs were clever too.
Sometimes I can get trashy than a motherfucker and be on that Guns N' Roses. I can get trashy than a motherfucker. Take me down to the paradise city where the grass is green and the girls are pretty.
No, I'm good. I was never a Guns N' Roses fan. I like Slash.
You didn't like Axl,
but Axl's
voice
drove me crazy.
But I feel like Slash is one of if not the greatest guitarist in the game.
He's dope. I like Slash, and anybody can go from Guns N' Roses to Michael Jackson. I'm impressed with, because that's some serious talent.
Slash is serious.
Yeah, and plus he's part
Poison.
black.
I didn't really. I mean, I was coming up on Poison a little bit. Pour some sugar on me.
That is not Poison.
I mean, that's Motley Crue. My bad.
No, that's not Motley Crue.
Who the fuck
Pour
is
Some
it?
Sugar on Me is Def Leppard.
Okay, well, I like that.
Def Leppard. I like Def Leppard because they're closer to R&B than they are.
Was Poison smoking in the boys' room?
That was Motley Crue.
Oh, that's Motley Crue.
Yeah, Poison.
I didn't really fuck with that kind of shit.
Poison was Talk Dirty to Me, and what was their huge hit? Every Rose Has Its Thorn.
Oh, that was Vince Neil and them.
No, Vince Neil and is Motley Crue.
Brett Michaels. Yeah,
that's
I
Poison.
Have fucked up everybody's name. But Brett Michaels is who I was trying to get to.
Yeah, Brett Michaels was pretty dope. He was all right. I think he was more of a I ain't gonna say this to diss him, but in comparison to other singers and writers, I think he was more of a novice compared to who was like Def Leppard writing and who wrote for, like you said, even Black Sabbath and bands earlier than that. His writing was okay, but he wrote like pop metal. You know what I mean?
Right.
Them hair bands. But I do have a respect for him because he was doing his thing. Ozzy was dope.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Ozzy. The last album he did, he had different
Crazy
people on it.
ass
Like he had Post Malone was on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he had Elton John on the song.
Ozzy used to scare me back then when they told me that nigga acted bad. But that's what gravitated me to that music.
The whole biting of the bat head and all that shit. Which for a long time I thought was a wives' tale, but it was actually true because he thought somebody had threw like a fake bat on the stage. And it was actually a real one, and he did bite the head off of it. I was like, that's some crazy ass shit right there.
Crazy.
On number 2, what country music artist or whatever would you listen to? I have several.
Well, I'm sure you do, and I haven't kept up with the new wave of country.
It's hard to because there's a lot of them, and a lot of them I don't even really know.
But I'm from that motherfucking George Strait, motherfucking.
I see you as a Johnny Cash fanatic.
That's that nigga, boy. Johnny's that nigga, boy.
I can see that.
I don't know how he got away with writing some of them songs though.
Yeah, because he's talking about killing motherfuckers.
But just some of them songs was just simple.
Yeah.
Tennessee stud rode the horse. It was really mean. It was in between. He broke the day. Said he broke a fuss. Said it ain't no horse like a Tennessee stud. I mean that's some simple shit. I know I fucked up the lyrics, but I think it's just it's like
sometimes
that nigga just put some shit to the shit.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Sometimes that's all it takes is simplicity. You know, you ain't got to be all difficult about it. But in some of the newer country I'm with, the only reason why I'm with it though is because they're starting to blend shit together. Yeah. A lot of it is trappish nowadays.
Yeah, I like Lacey Evans. I mean, not Lacey Evans, but what's that one girl's name with the fat ass, the new girl? The new girl wears the cowboy hat. I know somebody out there know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, but you need a song or something.
I know I'm talking about. I'll look her up, but something Wilson. Nah, I don't know what her name is.
But she got a fat ass.
Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Number 3, what rock and roll artist had an influence on you?
Rock and roll artist.
I know who did for me starting out,
rock and roll.
which is insane, but it was probably Kiss. Cause I remember,
you like Kiss?
I did when I was a kid. My brother turned me on to them when I was a kid.
You just want to paint your face. That's all the fuck you want to do. If you want your tongue to be as long as Jesus says, that's all the fuck. Yeah. But,
no, it was the mystique behind the mask because you didn't know what they looked like in real life. You know, and so that kind of piqued my interest as to them as musicians when I was a kid. Yeah. But I like Kiss when I was a kid. I'll tell you somebody else I liked when I was a kid. Fucking Alice Cooper.
Alice Cooper. Nigga, you like all the niggas that had some funny shit going on.
But
Alice
Alice Cooper had the whole theatrical thing going on. He was creepy. As a kid, seeing shit like that, it scares the shit out of you. The older you get, you see the art from behind it.
That shit had me fucked up.
That
nigga was putting snakes in his mouth.
He wasn't putting
motherfucking nigga. Yeah, you like Twisted Sister too.
No, I wasn't a fan of D. Snyder. He was alright, but you know he's living off of that one song.
Yeah, well,
so I can't knock him, but he wasn't big for me. But Alice Cooper, yeah, I mean he did shit on stage that nobody had ever done. Like at one point he gets his head chopped off.
Yeah,
you know, just crazy shit. Yeah. And like I said,
that
as a
nigga
kid,
still
it used to scare me.
Somewhere, probably is he dead?
No, he's still alive.
Doing the same.
You know what
shit.
he does though?
What?
He's a golf fanatic.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plays,
As a matter of fact, I have seen him.
I figured you knew that. He plays golf like crazy. What about you though? Is there a rock and roll artist that influenced you?
Influenced me.
Yeah, I know you said Def Leppard earlier, but I don't think that would be one that influenced you.
I don't know if I can say that any of it influenced me.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably some rock and roll artists that I wanted to be like.
Mm-hmm. I know some that
Mick Jagger's ass. That one be cool like Mick, nigga. Yeah, the Rolling Stones. Yeah,
the Stones was dope though.
I don't know who influenced me.
Again, with Rolling Stones, like you said, I like the idea that rock stars like that can switch over to different genres. Because when he did that shit with Michael Jackson, it was supposed to be Freddie Mercury. But it ended up that they couldn't get it together.
I'll tell you who might have opened my eyes to a lot of shit.
Now, who's that?
The Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, okay. I can see that.
Because Flea was a bad motherfucker on that bass.
Yeah,
man.
He's a beast on bass.
Just some of the songs they wrote,
you know they did an album with George Clinton.
Yeah, I'm sure they
Remember
did.
that? I think it was like the second or third album.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah,
and
I think George Clinton is a beast. So
yeah,
that was smarter.
We're going to talk about him.
What about number 4, which is most influential band or group? And that was a question that Ray posted, and I said
influential band or group.
Yeah, and I posted I answered the Beatles. Because they pretty much influenced everything.
They did. I can't necessarily argue that. In my lifetime, though, I'm going to be like most influential.
Mm-hmm.
The Jackson 5 niggas.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. In my lifetime, it was them niggas.
Mm-hmm. How far back you go with the Jackson 5?
I go back to A, B, C, nigga. I go back to when you go back. I go back
I'm just asking because I'm considerably older than you, and I didn't know if you remembered all that.
Nigga, I go back to when them niggas said,
All right, I'm good with that.
Gary, Indiana, nigga. Where you gonna go?
Shout out to Janet Jackson. I saw you last month. You was killing it. I love you.
So where love goes.
What about number 5? Who is your favorite classical composer? And I got really kind of 2.
Berlioz.
Who?
Berlioz.
Who the fuck is Berlioz?
You know the song that plays in Sleeping with the Enemy? The theme song?
No, I've never paid attention. I don't pay attention to it.
Berlioz, that shit's hard.
Is he a soundtrack composer? Like, does music for movies and shit? Or he's just a classical composer? Classical composer.
Yeah. And I mean, I like Bach. I might say Bach on your
A little batch.
Oh, what's my nigga's name? I can't never say it. Tchaikovsky. Yeah, whatever. I like the motherfuckers that was with the harder shit. I don't want them niggas up there with that happy, just trotting patriot shit. Like,
you know what? That reminds me. I work with a dude. I was playing Gershwin. Gershwin's one of my favorites.
Oh, Gershwin.
He's an American classical composer who was heavily influenced by jazz. And I was playing some the other day at work. and he said, "Why are you playing that marching band music?" And I was like, "Nigga, you can't march to that. That is not marching band music." Yeah, it is strings and all them horns and stuff. That's marching band music. Yeah, okay. No,
I want them niggas that made songs for them armies that was coming to kill. Like I like that kind of classical music. I don't like the happy classical music.
Okay.
And I be trying to figure out which major it is that I like it be in C major.
What key?
Or yeah, you
Or
know,
what,
like how they if
the
you
major,
read the classical
I'm gonna
music,
tell you now,
it'll say
something
Chopin did something in A major.
Yeah.
Or
you know what though? Thinking about that aspect of it, I would figure you like stuff that's in minor keys because you like depressing shit.
Yeah. But see, I didn't know the difference between
major is everything that's uplifting and happy. Minor is everything that's kind of buried and low and sad.
I like minor. If you got
I
that
knew you
minor
would.
shit, fuck that happy shit.
I'll tell you a current composer that I like, and you probably like him and are unaware of it, and that would be John Williams. Mm-hmm. Do you know who he is?
I don't know.
I guarantee you.
There's one I like right now because he be doing that Dilla shit.
For real? Yeah. Let me get back to that. But John Williams is who did the theme song from Jaws.
Oh yeah, Jaws. That's
he
his
did.
Okay. He's
you know what I'm
the
talking
movie
about?
dude.
Yeah. His shit is like
I
all
like
over the
Lalo
place.
Schifrin.
Who that is?
That's the one that gave me the caveman shit.
Oh, yeah, that is some clever shit right there. Well, that's from like the early 80s.
Yeah, like
that's some clever shit. But who was you talking about just a second ago?
Just this young guy who has took Dilla's music and put it in the orchestra.
Oh, he's orchestrated.
Yeah, and
damn,
I've
turn me on to
posted it
that
several times, but that shit be knocking. But anyway,
that sounds amazing.
Yeah, I'm hard in the hood, but I like classical too, bitches.
Well, how about this one, the most influential patriotic song? And other than, you said earlier when we was talking about it, you said other than what's the national anthem. Mm-hmm.
Well, like
now, if we're gonna keep it patriotic, I was thinking "America the Beautiful."
America the Beautiful.
Yeah, because that covers a whole lot of what America is supposed to be.
That's a good song.
Yeah,
that's a good song, but that ain't fucking with that Lee Greenwood. That ain't fucking with that. I'm proud to be an American. Well, at least I know I'm free.
Yeah, I had to sing that shit in high school.
Why don't you stand up next to him? And I don't know the words.
Fucking up the words.
Ain't no
usual.
place I love to say.
Oh, damn.
God bless the USA.
If Lee Greenwood was here, he'd be like, "Stop
Lee
fucking up my
legs." Mad at the
legs."
motherfucker, but that was that joint, boy.
I
got so emotional singing that shit.
Really? Just now?
No, yeah, but just
in general?
that shit'll make you fucking cry.
Not me.
That
I'm not crazy about that
I
song.
ain't never thought about going to the military, but if you play that motherfucker, I might run out in front of some bullets. I might go, shit, let's go.
Yeah, that song never did it for me.
Nah, it didn't.
No,
but
not ever.
Beautiful is beautiful.
America the Beautiful?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is
that's a good one.
It's wrote beautifully.
Yeah, lyrically, it's amazing.
It is.
What about, let's see, that was the most influential. All right, what's the best song with no words? And you completely made me forget what I was gonna say. I'll tell you a good one. Well, that doesn't really count. Well, are we completely instrumental or with just
it's
like
not completely instrumental? It just ain't nobody write no shit to that. Whatever, basically. Just with it.
I like the Shaft soundtrack. Yeah, because Isaac Hayes was a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Yeah.
But it did have. It was so
had
long.
words,
It did.
though.
Who is the man?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but the other, I give it to you because they played that other shit for about an hour.
Yeah,
Da-da-da.
yeah, that intro and shit. Yeah,
Da-da-da. Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
yeah. Do you have any? This is kind of offshot of that question. Are there any songs that are more maybe current with that are instrumental that you like that were actually hits? I can only really think of two, and one is, and I don't know if you know this one. It's called the Smurf. Did you ever hear that song? I have to play it for you. I bet you've heard it.
I must tell you one that's a bad motherfucker.
What's that?
Dun, 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 dun,
Oh, Rocky? That was the second Rocky.
Yeah, that was a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, mine though was probably Axel F.
Oh,
that song. Yeah, that. That's crazy.
I was singing the other Herbie Hancock song.
That's not Herbie Hancock. That is Harold Faltermeyer. That is Herbie Hancock. Rocket. Yeah.
Rocket.
Rocket was dope too. I forgot about Rocket.
But Mr. Magic was a motherfucker.
Which one was Mr. Magic?
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh! That's been sampled like 100 times.
That was a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, I forgot about Mr. Magic. That was dope. All right, if you had to sing karaoke, what would be your karaoke go-to?
Ice Ice Baby.
Really?
No.
I'm glad that was a lie.
I
Do you
really
have one
don't
that you
know.
would sing?
Like, I've never sung karaoke. Can you believe it?
I believe it because that's not your thing. I believe it all day long. But if you had to, what would you
might
sing?
It's getting kind of hectic. It's getting.
You would sing Snap.
That's an easy song to sing too. Until it comes that girl's part.
And you got to sing that part too.
What I sing? I might just take the cheap way out and do what everybody do.
Which is what?
Poison.
Girl, yeah, that's a pretty good one.
I don't know the words. I'm gonna have to read that shit. I'm trying to think how deep would I get?
I don't know. I would do, and this is one your mom actually liked, 'cause she heard about me singing it and was like paying me compliments about it, which was really cool. But it was Water Runs Dry. I always sing the shit out that song. That's Boys II Men. We don't even talk anymore. That song.
Oh yeah,
She was the one who let me know that was an okay song to sing live.
She needs to ask me. She should have asked me.
She ain't gotta ask you shit.
That shit was whack. But I would. But the thing about me, if I'm gonna sing karaoke, I'm gonna try to go big. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to be shit faced drunk, so that means I'm gonna go big.
Yeah, your shit gonna sound crazy.
I'm gonna sing some shit like. I'm gonna sing something epic, and it's all gonna be slow and
you gonna drag that shit out too.
I'm gonna sing something that's epic. Wind beneath my wings. Motherfucker, I'm gonna sing something that y'all ain't thinking I'm about to try to sing.
Wind beneath my wings.
Must have been colder in my shadow. Not to have sunshine on your face. That's one of my mom's favorite songs.
Was it?
She won talent show singing that song.
Did she?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
She win the Magnavox talent show every year, and right after, take the money that she win and take me school shopping.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
She won like 2 years in a row singing the same song.
That's awesome. Shit, that is awesome as fuck. Yeah, your mama could blow that.
Fly.
Bette Midler is somewhere with her ear.
I love me some that. Thank
with
you.
Her ear all itching and shit.
Thank you. Thank God for you. The wind beneath my wings.
Yeah,
and y'all motherfuckers better stand up when I sing that shit up at the high next Thursday.
I'll come for that performance, and I don't even do karaoke. What about now? This one, we shouldn't even really ask this one because everybody's answer is probably going to be the same. The best boy band ever, the Jackson 5 or the Osmonds.
Nigga, like I said, I fuck Marie Osmond. And I fuck the shit out of Marie Osmond. That's about it. I fuck Marie Osmond right now.
Right now?
Yeah, she looked good last time I seen her. She looked good.
So I would take it. Your answer would be the Jackson 5. Yeah,
fuck Marie.
Yeah. Well, what about who's the top? Oh, this was a good one. Who are the top 3 funk gods?
I'm just gonna drop 3 on you real quick.
Do that. See if they're the same as I'm thinking of.
James Brown.
Okay,
he might be number 1.
Yeah,
but he got a battle with George Clinton to be number 2.
Yep.
And then Bootsy Collins might be number 3.
You think so?
Bootsy was.
Well, it's not that I don't think Bootsy, but Bootsy I can't really pick him in them 3 that you just picked because he worked with both of them.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
But it would be those top 2, and Prince would be the third one.
You think that Prince is? You mean there might not be nobody else funkier in time besides Prince? Prince was a nasty motherfucker.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
he created his own funk.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna fight with you.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna fight.
So I ain't gotta say shit. You just said it all.
But Ron
right
Isley and them was bad at a motherfucker over there too.
Yeah,
Ernie might come over and smack shit out you. Ernie Isley and them might come over here.
I'm not denying.
Shit out you.
I'm not denying.
Frankie Beverly and Maze might be calling somebody.
See, and I can't go with that one because they were funky. But they were more R&B to me.
Try to stab your ass.
Even Gap Band, I think they were more. They were straight up R&B. But they were more R&B for me personally.
Ohio Players is.
They were funky.
They got. Sly and the Family Stone might
they were
come
funky.
on and shoot your ass.
They were kind of like a precursor to Prince. They were me.
That kind of wasn't my kind of funk either.
Right. I like just dirty, gritty funk.
Rick
James.
When I was a young boy, living in the ghetto. But Rick wasn't my kind of funk neither. But Rick could maybe argue that.
Right.
Yeah.
The only reason why I put George Clinton probably at the top is just because his writing skills were sick.
George Clinton not only sounded like he was funky, he looked like he was funky. Like he was the epitome. When you put funk. And the dictionary picture, it should be George Clinton's ass. His hair look like he ain't done it in 20 years.
And he was a beautician.
Clothes look dirty, motherfucking dusty, holes in it. He's probably barefooted, needs some lotion. No shirt on.
But I like
and
George.
A nigga in a diapers right beside him. You like it.
My brother and my cousin Anita, they turned me on to George Clinton as a kid. And I think I was most took by him by the whole spectacle he created in his live show. Spaceships coming down and inflatable cars coming across the stage and them ripping it apart. And him and his wordplay was sick as fuck. I mean, some of the shit he came up with.
That nigga told me to look both ways before you cross my mind. I'm going, damn, nigga. Shit.
He would come up with some clever ass phrases, man.
In the state of what do you say? Living in the state of euphoria. Look both ways before you cross my mind.
He said, shit. Somebody, somebody were asking me,
where the fuck was you when you came up with lick your funky emotions?
And
all that shit he said.
He said pecking lightly like a woodpecker with a headache. I fucking love some of the shit he came up with.
Yeah.
I love George Clinton for that. That was one of my main things.
That one nigga had that. I'm busting down on the serious phone.
That's Rick, boy.
Yeah, that was kind of funky though.
Yeah, it is funky. Rick James was funky. He's one. He should be up in there too somewhere.
Okay, who wrote better for females, Rick or Prince?
That's hard to say.
Rick gave you some Tina McBride.
He
had that little group he had.
But the only reason why I can't really
Apollonia.
He had but the thing about the worst thing about that comparison is Rick actually wrote for chicks that could sing. Prince wrote for chicks that were beautiful and tried to sing.
I really would love to meet you. Like, Prince is writing some shit though.
But the songs were dope. But he just was writing for chicks that couldn't really sing. They just looked good. Vanity wasn't that great of a singer. Apollonia wasn't that great of a singer. I think the best singer he ever wrote for was probably Patti LaBelle and Sheena Easton.
Right.
And the chick that he was that sung backup for him, I can't remember her name, Rosie Gaines. But for the most part, he was picking bitches that was just aight looking, Or no, they were beautiful, but they couldn't sing. So I think Rick probably got him on that one.
Well, Rick wrote better songs, but my dick got harder to them Prince girl songs. Let's just put it that way. Vanity 6 of them was I'm a nasty girl.
I actually got to see them in concert back in the day, and that was when we was at we was at the show, and the time was backing them up, but they had this big pink curtain in front of them to where you couldn't see the time, and they had these little things. The chicks, the Vanity threw out, I think it was like a candy stick or something. She threw out to the crowd. And guess who got it? James Lee. James Lee. I'm sorry. It was what's his name's dad? Stephanie's ex-husband.
James Henry.
Yeah, James Henry. Yeah, he caught it and knocked a whole roll of people over.
Yeah, I would have too to get to that.
Jumped straight up in the air, grabbed it, and knocked all kinds of people down. I was like, that is crazy as hell. And I wonder if his son knows about that. That's something I'd like to share with him. But let's see. The next one. What's your favorite soundtrack song?
If I could.
Oh my God,
that was a classic song.
It was.
I don't know that there's any more monumental song in movie history.
Not like that one. Not like that one.
I don't think so.
I mean, I remember when that came out, it shocked everybody because there was no music at the beginning.
And you know whose idea that was?
That was Kevin Costner's
yes.
idea, which was brilliant.
Yes.
It's fucking brilliant. I can tell you who my brothers was. That was fucking End of the Road by Boys II Men.
That was
when that song came out, we took you remember we used to rent buses and church buses, and a bunch of people would get together and go on long trips and shit. That year, that song came out, and it was the big, huge hit that it was. We went to Atlanta. It was a bunch of us. My brother played that song like 30 times on the bus and had everybody singing that shit at the top of their lungs. It was crazy. But that made me almost hate that song.
I also fuck with Growing Up in the Hood. Yeah, boy, 1984 was the year my peers didn't know what was in store. A little hard-head nigga came of age, time to pay my dues and learn the tricks of the trade.
Who is that?
That's MC8 on that motherfucking Minister Society. Yep. Compton is the city that I'm claiming.
MC8?
Yeah, MC8 did Straight Up Menace on. That was for Boys in the Hood. Excuse me, my bad.
I was wondering why I was getting it mixed up.
I fucked it up. But
no, you're
he
good
had
though.
Two classics.
Yeah, and that's hard to do.
Wake your punk ass up. MC8's definitely in this motherfucking house. Chill. Growing Up in the Hood.
I don't think I have a favorite soundtrack song though.
You probably like that Coolio from that Dangerous Minds.
No, I hated that song. I like the original
minute after minute, hour after hour.
Which was a brilliant song because it got him over the top. But I liked Stevie Wonder when he came out with it, the originally. There was another song I was going to mention that was a soundtrack joint that I liked, but I can't remember it right now. Oh, I mentioned it when Ray asked it on his Facebook page. It was from the Fish That Say Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah.
The Four Tops. I think it was Follow Every Dream.
I liked Magic
Mona. That soundtrack is crazy.
Yeah, it is.
It's so crazy. And there was a song on that soundtrack by Loretta Lynn and this other dude. They did a duet together. And I'm like, that is the weirdest combination. It worked, but it was a very, very strange combination.
There's some motherfucking songs, though. You gotta know when to hold them. Know when to fold them.
I take it you a Gambler fan?
No, man, fuck that. I gotta argue for the greatest song ever in history of a movie.
Okay.
Rising up, back on the block. Did my time took my chances.
Eye of the Tiger, I hear you.
Nigga, if that ain't one of the most famous movie songs.
That and like you said, karaoke too. People will
Oh,
kill
well,
that
that's
song.
what I'm singing there in karaoke. I'm singing
Everybody
that
knows
shit.
that first guitar start, that
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, shit.
Everybody lose their mind when that shit come on. What about, let's see, what's next? Oh, what song do you absolutely hate? And you said you knew
I have one in mind.
of mine, but I don't. I'm
You
anxious to see
now
what it
I
is.
would walk
I fucking
500
despise that
miles and
song.
I would walk
I
500
hate
more.
that song. Anna, Nathan Lowry, I know you listening because you do listen. She sings that song to me to torture me. Whenever she sees me, she will, or not whenever she sees me, but when it strikes her, she'll sing that horrible song to me.
Can we go back to favorite rock bands? That made me think of something.
Oh, what? Go ahead.
The Police.
Oh, I like the Police.
Yeah.
Yeah, they was dope. Their drummer was sick, boy.
Yeah.
He was a beast.
I fuck with Genesis too.
I like Genesis too.
Yeah.
Pre Phil Collins or after Phil Collins?
Oh, Phil. All the way.
Yeah, because when they came out, it was Peter Gabriel, but Phil came in and fucking killed that shit.
Even when Phil said, he's an easy lover. Philip Bailey and them. Man.
That's funny. What song, but you going back to, what song do you hate? What's one that you hate?
What I hate.
Yeah.
I'd have to think, but this is some shit that I hate.
I know, and you like AC/DC, and Tim loves AC/DC.
I hate Ba-diggy Baga Banga Dang I jumped the buggy. I hate that.
Ba with the Ba.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a horrible song.
Stick it up your ass. Take him too.
With them cans of beer you was shooting up. But what about oh shit, what was another one that
I mean, there's all kinds of rap
songs.
songs I hate. So I mean, it really is too easy.
What is an old school rap song you hate?
Old school rap
Yeah.
song I hate.
Yeah,
Bust a Move.
I could totally agree with that.
I hate that. I hate that. Rhythm take control. Let the muse you. Sweat.
Oh, everybody sweat.
I didn't fuck with that Marky Mark bunch. Take a
Funky
walk on the
Bunch.
wild side too.
Oh, that one. Okay.
I get that shit the fuck out of here.
I get that. What about, okay, here's one. You was talking about this, that you had a whole playlist. What songs do you want played at your funeral?
Oh nigga, I need you to start with that. I need you to start with that Mobb Deep Survival of the Feelers. When they pull the casket in and they taking it to the front of the aisle, I want my people walking behind it. But I want that criminology on that Raekwon. I want that criminology playing hard. And it start off, you motherfuckers think what he say? It was a movie quote at the first, but anyway.
Your shit ain't gonna be at, it's not gonna be at a church.
No, don't have my shit at no church. Like, you know how they separate shit too? Like at a funeral they be like, now for a selection. I don't want no choir. I want y'all to hit play and let that Dwick play.
Guru and them?
I'm
I'm surprised you won't have
I want
the scenario remix
Oh
playing.
yeah, yeah, let that motherfucker wang.
I listen to that
Listen
work
up,
all the
everybody.
time.
Yeah, let that play first. Let that be the first selection here in 1992.
I listen to that at work all the time. What about there was another one I was gonna see. Oh, the instrumental to Das Effects, that dum dum dum.
Oh shit, yeah.
Dum, dum, dum.
I
Mic
want y'all
checking.
matter of fact, play that as soon as I come in. And I want y'all to step to that.
You want us to do some choreography?
Yeah. I break it around. Niggas go crazy. Just jump up, start wilding, nigga.
You are crazy.
Play that Wu-Tang. Play that Wu-Tang.
I honestly don't know what I would have played at my funeral. I've not even gave that any thought.
Play
It'd
some
have
of
to
my
be
music
some.
too, though.
At my funeral?
Play something. Just no.
If I was to play something of yours at my funeral, it would be the whistle song. Because like last week,
that was happy.
It was, and I needed that shit that day.
Happy funeral.
Not necessarily. Not necessarily a happy funeral. Just I don't want a lot of people crying and all that shit. I'd much rather have people partying as opposed to crying.
Play that one Maxwell song that
Which
I
one?
know is A Woman's Worth.
This Woman's Worth.
Yeah, I know that it's for women, but I just see angels floating through and shit. Ding, 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 ding.
Pray God you can cope. Or I can't remember the words either. He sings the shit out that song. What about this? Who? Oh no! I'll skip one. Who is the best international artist?
Bob Marley.
And okay.
Bob Marley, motherfuckers, and you can't name another nigga. Name another nigga. You can say Paul. You can say anybody, nigga.
But
Bob Marley.
Why Bob Marley?
I mean, his music just is for your soul. Now, I mean, that's the happy shit that you sitting over there talking about. You know what I mean?
Say nothing about nobody's happy shit.
I mean, I don't know a nigga that could be mad and listen to and be made to listen to 3 Bob Marley songs in a row and won't change his attitude. Like, Bob is universal.
Okay.
Bob has brought a lot of love. There's been a lot of kids made. There's been a lot of weed smoked, a lot of weed sold because of Bob. There's been a lot of shit happen because of Bob.
Okay. Well,
And he got a whole family,
30,000 kids.
Yeah,
no, that's a good one. I ain't never even thought about that.
Is this love? Is this love? Is this love? Is this love that I'm feeling? Like, nigga,
I don't know what the fuck it is.
you don't
feeling.
have no international artists? Spice Girls, nigga?
Nah, I can't fuck with
Anybody that
Spice
sold
Girls.
international numbers? Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson did.
Yeah, international. He did
course.
serious international.
Yeah, he be partying in Bucharest.
Yes.
Who the fuck know what a Bucharest
That nigga be going platinum in places that
that don't nobody fucking know.
Speak English. Yeah.
So yeah, Mike International was a beast. He's probably the biggest one.
Yeah.
What about who is the most overrated artist? Do you have several? I know one that you said, but do you have several other than that one? Who is the one first?
Who did I say?
You said Madonna.
Yeah, I'm not a big. I made it through the wilderness.
Why do you think she's overrated though?
I mean, younger, good.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it was a new wave. I don't think she came in just blowing us away singing.
No.
And she's rode that wave all our lives.
Yeah, but she was good at it.
But
though.
now there's some motherfuckers out there to sing. And you ain't heard too many. The last Madonna song didn't require no singing. Ray of Light.
Ray of Light was not the last
But I feel like it. But I mean, I'm just saying. I don't fuck with her.
You apparently do not.
She ain't show me shit.
Really?
Yeah. Nigga,
She's
name
crazy.
one shit she killed. I
What,
wait.
Song-wise?
Yeah.
Like
What she-
singing?
Yeah, what she killed?
Singing, she's not a
Papa
great
don't
singer.
preach.
But she had really good songs. though.
Nigga, Paula Abdul and them giving her a run for her money.
Not
She in the same
slightest.
box with me.
Paula Abdul?
Yeah.
I could see that.
I put her in the
Paula
same
had
box.
Paula had dancing
I
going
put
for
Debbie
her.
Gibson in the same box. I put who's that? I think real long now. Is that
Tiffany.
Yeah, in the box. They in the same motherfucking box.
What about, okay, since you're doing that, what do you think about Taylor Swift?
I like Taylor, but I don't.
Because she's not a great singer either.
But what I
But
love
she can
about
write
her,
her
yeah,
ass
that's
off, though.
it. It's the whole musicianship.
Well, see, that's
It's
the thing.
whole shit.
That's the thing about Madonna. She wrote the majority of her shit.
She wrote it.
Yeah, the majority of her
Did she
shit
play the
wrote.
music too?
I don't. Yeah, she plays guitar.
Did she play on the album?
That I don't know. I don't think so.
She writes, but look at the song she write.
What about them?
Now, Papa Don't Preach was pretty good. I made up my mind.
I'm keeping my
baby.
And it got sampled too. So, you know. Yeah.
But I don't.
But she's
I'm
still-
lost after that time period.
For real?
Material girl, the material world.
Yeah, you are lost because she's
like a virgin.
She's about to go on tour right now.
I
and
told
she's
you,
doing,
ray of light. Nigga.
She's doing.
What other?
She's doing nothing but hits. Then not many people can do that. Tour on just hits.
She had some erotica shit. Vogue was what, nigga? Why y'all like Vogue?
Well, Vogue, I didn't particularly care for it, but I like what she did with it. She put the voguing dance out there for people to see.
And she's fucking her face up.
Okay.
Anyway, let's go.
The next one was, what artist makes the most of their lack of talent? And the one...
Madonna. Nigga. I mean,
And see, I kind of disagree because, like I said, she's not the strongest singer, but she can write her ass off and she can perform her ass off
I say
too.
J-Lo.
That's exactly who I was gonna say. I saw a clip
Getting
of
all
her.
the way to the end.
I saw a clip of her. I think it was last night where she was teaching her daughter how to sing certain parts, and she kept doing the same note over and over, and her daughter was doing it too, but her daughter was killing it. She's got that Mark Anthony blood in her. And J-Lo was just kind of screaming, and I was like, nah, that's not good. Even though her vocals have improved over the years.
They all right.
I can't. But, I love her to death, but
she's
can't.
got some almost invites to sing that she shouldn't have got.
That one was bullshit. I know what you're talking about.
She's got some invites to go
Somebody
sing some
made
places,
that shit up. That
and-
was not real.
Well, no, I'm just talking about the fact that they about asked her to sing the national anthem.
That wasn't true, though. That was somebody made that shit up.
They close. They fucking around and ask her to sing in inaugurations and shit. You're lucky you get to do the award shows. If you couldn't dance, your ass would be in trouble.
All right. Okay, here's one. What rock group would you want to see, dead or alive,
Well,
that you've never seen? That's a good question.
I'm a probably go get me a 12-pack of Budweiser one time. Go get me a shirt and cut the sleeves out of it. It might even have a small rebel flag on it.
Oh, shit.
And I'm going to go see Leonard Skinner. I'm going to have to do it when niggas ain't looking. I'm gonna see Leonard Skinner.
What is it about Skinner that you like?
The music, the writing. Like I said, I watched that documentary and it changed my mind about him completely.
Right. I can see that.
And then I found out that, it wasn't even their fault that the rebel flag they wasn't racist.
Right.
Their company was marketing by using the rebel flag.
Wow.
So they had to put the rebel flag
Up behind them when
go.
when they was doing shows and shit.
That wasn't they shit they was about.
Right.
They had black interactors.
And they're like their background
Yes.
singers and instrumentalists and
So,
shit. Yeah.
But they got a bad rep for that. But, I don't know. It's just something about his songs, though. Sometimes I feel him. Like, I feel like he talking to the country man. You know what I mean?
It's amazing the influence that black people have on certain musics, just like that. Because like we were saying, their background singers were all black, and so was like Elvis's, and so was the Rolling Stones, and all these big name groups.
I'd like to debate a little thing with Elvis. Elvis gets a bad rep for being racist.
Yeah,
But, from things that I've seen, Elvis went to black people to get the style that he was infatuated with.
Yeah.
To a point that the movie showed this nigga moved into a nigga neighborhood.
Yeah.
So it makes me question if really he was,
Yeah, because the scene where he was with B.B. King, in real life, they were really good friends. Right. And I don't think you can have a friendship with somebody like that and be a racist. You know what I mean?
Right.
Just like everybody's situation with this whole Morgan Wallen thing. Back a couple of years back, and now he's got like the biggest song on the fucking radio. But at the same time, I kind of understand why people were mad, but at the same time, he wasn't talking to nobody black.
That's what
number
I'm
one.
saying. Morgan Wallen didn't call nobody a nigger.
Right,
You know what I'm
right.
saying?
He was talking to one of his friends who was white, and he was trashed.
He was using the lingo
And
that he might have shouldn't have not
right.
been
And so I can actually deal with that. A lot of people are still mad at the whole Lil Durk compilation that he did. Had you heard that song?
No, but I seen him.
Broadway Girls, I think is what it's
I'll
called.
never listen to it probably, but
It's a good song. It's a really good song, and it's more or less I guess it's more or less Morgan's song, but they marketed it as Lil Durk's because of this controversy that was surrounding him at the time. And so, but I do like kind of see where Morgan Wallen's coming from, especially with this song he's got on the radio right now. It's very, very popish and R&B, but you know, I get it. I'm not mad at him.
yeah.
Not mad at him. What artist, dead or alive, would you do a song with?
Dead or alive?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Do I want to hit or I just want to do what I love?
Do what you love. I wouldn't mind doing one with all three members of Daylight
That'd be good.
because I love Dave's flow. I just love Dave and Paz's flow.
I think it's easy for me because I gotta have a Dilla beat.
Okay.
But I gotta have a Dilla beat. But I'm trying to think a little deeper than that.
Dead or alive.
Oh, I love Marvin Gaye.
Okay.
Oh,
That would be crazy. Well, if you do it with Ed Sheeran, it'd be like with Marvin Gaye. No diss to Ed because I totally agree with what he dealt with, or how he dealt with it rather. But can you think of anybody? Anybody at all?
Of course, Mike would be fun.
Yeah, and
I'd like to see what me and Mike could do.
Yeah, I would like to see what Mike would do with a lot of different people.
Right.
I wish Dr. Dre would have produced him.
Oh, that would have been crazy.
Yeah, I wish he turned him down just because he felt like he couldn't do nothing for Mike. And I think that's some bullshit. I think he could have done some shit with Mike that would have been phenomenal. You know, just little.
We
shit
would have
like
gave that shit a try.
Hell yeah, and that would have
That's
been
automatic.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
an automatic hit.
absolutely. And I would have loved to have heard that. This whole AI shit they're doing right now is kind of freaking me out a little
Mike
bit.
could call and ask me to do anything. I'd be like, oh,
Right.
I mean, I'm there.
I need you to come down here and fart on this
I
track.
don't give a fuck what I'm doing.
there.
I might be at the studio with somebody else right now, but I'm gonna have to say, man, we're gonna get back to this Mike just called. Mike, this could change my career. Nigga.
Yeah, a lot of people that work with Mike always hung up on him when he first got.
Yeah, I seen that because they didn't believe it was him.
Yeah, that's happened. Akon did it.
I believe Missy did it.
Did she?
Yeah,
I know. I just watched Neo talk about how he did
Yeah,
it.
he didn't believe it.
So I think it's funny, and even Chris Tucker, who wasn't even working with him,
Zac
hung up
Efron.
on him. Oh yeah, that was because Kenny Ortega gave him the phone and said, "This is Michael Jackson."
Yeah,
You know,
nigga
Mike didn't know who he was at first, and then
Yeah,
when
Mike,
he figured
he called him back.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I loved you in high school.
yeah, it made him cry. Do you think you would have that kind of reaction if Michael was alive and called you?
Nah,
Would you?
I'm gonna talk to Mike like a nigga. I probably would. I don't know if I believe the first phone call Mike
Right.
called, but once he proved it was him, I'm gonna be like, I don't know. I mean, I'm
This is all. Just,
I'm talking shit, but I probably melt like the rest of them little bitches.
as long as you ain't gonna be like that dude. What's that comedian's name that talked about not looking at Prince in his eyes?
I forget. They told him not to look at Prince in his eye.
He said he turned straight bitch. I was like, that's fucking funny as hell. But yeah, I don't know how I'd react if he called me. I would. I don't know. Janet could call me right now.
Oh,
and
I know
would
how I'm
die.
gonna react. She called. 'Cause I know what that's about. Anytime.
In any place.
Yeah, and I'm gonna smash up Derby. You gonna play Smash.
All right. Who do you think is the most underrated artist? I have a couple. I think hip hop wise, I think Luda is just now getting to where he's getting some kind of appreciation since he
That's
did
a
this
pretty
tour.
good one.
Because Luda's a beast. I tell you somebody else who has passed now, and I've always said this: Heavy D was fucking underrated because he was a lyrical beast. Well, some of the shit he did. Who you think?
I think the Roots on a whole.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
I mean, they are on late night TV and they are around, but I don't think nobody really goes back and sees
the phenomenal work and catalog they have.
Unbelievable work.
Yeah.
And I don't think nobody really gives Black Thought the credit he deserves.
I absolutely agree with
And
that shit.
Amir.
I absolutely agree with that shit. Especially the fact that everything you hear him do on late night is off the top of his head.
Yeah,
and y'all, he is like freestyling after or before every commercial and after every commercial. What you hear is right off the top of his head. He's a fucking beast.
Some that I question.
Do you? What,
Well,
like
I
that
mean,
18-minute
but
freestyle he did?
That wasn't off the head.
Well, no, I don't think
if that
so.
was
I think that
fucking
was
off the
pre-written.
head, it ain't no need for nobody else to
To
try to
do it,
rhyme
yeah.
again. There ain't no need for nobody else to try to rhyme again if that's off the face.
Do you know if he's one of the MCs that can write shit in his head and then perform it as opposed to writing it down?
I'd say I don't put anything past that man.
Right.
I mean, and I shouldn't sit here and say he ain't freestyling between the breaks, but God Almighty, if he is, nobody needs to rap no more. It's flawless.
Have you? That's what I'm saying. Have you ever watched it though?
If I could be any rapper,
I mean, what's dude's name that he freestyles everything? Harry Mack.
Supernatural.
No, Harry Mack.
Well, Harry Mack, but Harry Mack's dope. But
Yeah.
there's one called Supernatural way before him.
I've heard
He
of
was
Supernatural,
flawless.
right.
But, nigga, please. That nigga just got so many rhymes. It's just amazing. Like, I sit and wonder, like, how do you write all these rhymes? You ain't got time, nigga. You motherfucking on late night. You got albums and tours and picnics and shit. How the fuck you get time to write that shit?
And a Broadway show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wrote that shit on the way, didn't you? Like, I mean, motherfucking nigga, you just wrote that a second ago.
Yeah, is that the only one you think underrated? Is there more?
And I don't really want to do rap all the way. Who's an underrated artist that needs to get the props that they deserve?
That they deserve. They're so, I don't know. I'd have to sit down and think about it.
I got a weird answer.
Okay.
I don't know if he gets the props that. I mean, I know through time they've honored him like but that motherfucker Steven Tyler is a monster.
It's just his artistry.
Yeah, and
He is a beast.
And I think that when niggas throw that shit on the table about best lead singer of bands and shit, that nigga could go in there and say, shit. And that's another soundtrack song too. That I don't want to close my eyes. I don't want to fall asleep because I'm missing, and I don't want to miss a thing.
That's one of my favorite writers.
Oh, and I tell you another nigga that's got one. He can come in here and talk to y'all about.
Oh.
Everything I do.
Really?
I do for
Bryan
you.
Adams?
Yeah, but you remember that shit to this day. That was a big song.
Yeah, well, I wonder who wrote that one. I don't remember. The one that you said before was Diane Warren. And she's wrote a lot of shit.
There's a Richard Marx one. What is it?
Wherever you go, whatever you do, I'll always be here waiting for you. Some shit like that one. That one.
Yeah, nah, that's a little too soft for me.
That's the one you're talking about, though.
I don't fuck with that. But there was some big songs. Though.
Yeah, they were huge songs. I mean, if you can catch.
Hey, that's Cindy Laupergooni's joint.
What?
What? For you is good enough.
Now, if you
or Girls Just Want to Have Fun, was that to any movie?
No, it was just a big song. And that was a cover. But I figured you would say something like True Colors because that song has been redone several times. You know, that's the one. That's her signature song. That one and what's that other one? Slow one she had. Time After Time.
Eyes. we sleeping on them. We sleeping on them.
I can't even remember the dude's name that sung that song. That was on
When the writing's on
Dirty
the wall.
That was Jennifer Warren and Bill Medley.
I had the time of my life. That was big.
Yeah, that was a big song. I mean, shit, that still plays. Yeah. Okay, here's one. What producer would you do a song with?
would love to.
Mm-hmm.
Producer, any producer.
Other than Jay Dilla.
Oh, shit.
That one is obvious. I want somebody.
Well, you know, I gotta go to the underground. I'm gonna go holler at Primo.
Okay.
But I also always wanted to work with Timberland.
Oh, really?
No lie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's just something I think we could put something together. Okay?
That would be interesting to see where you went, because you don't like weird beats, and he's the king of weird beats.
Yeah, but he knows how to. He does it different than some weird ass niggas. Even though you was the original Timberland, you started that shit. But,
That's fucked up. But what other producer would you work with if you could? I'm just curious. I know you said Timberland, and who else?
I said Primo.
Primo, yeah.
Of course, Dr. Dre.
Dre.
Everybody would want to see what Dre had.
Yeah. I'm trying to see.
Give me a RZA joint. Oh my god.
So that's what I was gonna say. Would you work with somebody like RZA if you had the opportunity?
That shit gonna be super weird.
I'm at the holler at Tobias. I want to get him on the podcast.
Yeah.
And talk
I
to
don't
him.
want to talk to him.
What?
I don't want to hear all the glorious things that he's got to say.
Yeah, I'm gonna get him on there. Let's see. What was the next question? Let's see. My phone decided to go off, so I gotta call it back up. This is the last one I got, but you got some over there though, don't you?
Yeah, I got a couple.
Okay, this was, what's your favorite movie musical? Because I don't see you watching musicals, so I'm curious if you actually have one that you.
Cause I got the golden ticket.
Willy Wonka, the Chocolate Factory.
I got a golden twinkle in my eye.
What, you know what? I'm not surprised by that.
Don't know where we're going.
Yeah, because I was going to say, it's creepy as fuck, and that doesn't surprise me in the slightest. The boat song is what cracks me up, because in the middle of a movie that's supposed to be a musical about a kid going to a candy store, it goes straight horror for a second, which I've never understood that part.
Oompa-dee-doo. I got a little message for you. What do you get when you drink so much drink?
Fucking up the words.
I know I am.
You the king of that shit.
I fucks with a spoonful of sugar in that shit too.
That movie or just that?
But the Wiz is the fuck, nigga. You can't win, and
you can't break
even, and you can't get out of the game. Nigga, what?
Yeah, that's a good one. What? I think Grease is dope.
Grease, nigga.
What?
Which one? One or two?
One. I can't fuck with two. That's garbage.
I fucked with all that.
Did you? I hated the second one.
with
That was
Grease.
garbage. But the first one was dope, especially that theme song that Barry Gibb did. That's crazy.
I fucks with Grease.
I'm trying to think. You said spoonful of sugar. That Mary Poppins shit.
Yeah.
That's a brilliant fucking soundtrack. When you listen to the music and the lyrics and shit.
I like the music when them
amazing.
niggas is in Grease dancing.
In the first one or the second one?
one?
Oh, the first
When
one.
they had the- yeah.
In the school
Yeah,
dance.
and they was in there
Hand
doing
drive.
that. Yeah, they was
Yeah.
doing that. And then it got hard. They was dancing something hard in there too. Super hard. I was like, yeah, nigga, I fuck with Grease.
Okay, Grease is dope. I'm a little bit surprised by that.
Yeah,
Did you ever get into breaking?
yeah.
I think we talked about that before,
Does
but
that count as a musical?
I don't really know. You know what I really appreciated about
Well,
breaking?
they was dancing to the music. Wasn't nobody performing or singing no
But the
music.
best thing about it, though, to me, as far as performance on the music, was Ice-T, because he was like freestyle. I think Ice-T's underrated because he was freestyling over them beats. You know, and that takes some talent to
Right.
do that shit, and I think he was killing it.
Right.
So I just thought of that. That popped in my head. He's probably one of the underrated MCs too.
I fucks with Willie though on top.
Who?
Wonka.
Oh, Willie.
And not that bullshit Johnny Depp shit. I only fuck with the original.
I do like both of them, but I do like the Gene Wilder one better. I do appreciate that. It's creepy, but I appreciate it. Which ones did you have? Because that's the end of my
I just had a
list.
couple to add to your shit. And we're
Okay.
going to end on these.
Okay.
Who's the best artist to transfer from music to movie?
Probably Will Smith.
I knew it was coming.
And well, it's true, and it's not that I.
Nigga, before
it's
I say
probably Will Smith.
Sure.
Yeah, Cher's dope too. I mean, hell, she won an Oscar.
I was really.
But you're right though. She won an Oscar.
Nigga.
She won. Did she win an Oscar?
I don't know.
Did she win an Oscar? I don't remember.
For the Roses?
No, I mean she got nominated. I think, but I don't think she
Beaches,
won.
Best Supporting Actor.
She didn't. I thought she won an Oscar. I could be wrong.
Let's see. Will Smith is, yeah.
He's one of the top
Yeah,
ones.
I can't be mad.
Right.
But I know this just out of all the time, it's got to be somebody better.
Then Will Smith.
I know who.
Who?
Just because we had to go watch them bullshit ass movies downtown when we had to walk from the summer program. Elvis Presley, bitches.
No, his movies are garbage. I mean, granted,
I'm just playing.
I should preface that with he was putting out their movies just because they was trying to get him in movies because he was the hot thing at the moment. My sister loves his movies. Hold on
now.
What?
Would you take Queen Latifah or Will Smith? Mark Wahlberg can't. I mean, even though we didn't fuck with his music, y'all can't say nothing about his transition from music to acting.
Yeah, he's a hell of an actor. And as far as Latifah is concerned, I'm not really sure because she did get nominated for an Oscar as well.
LL Cool J's not a bad transition.
No, he still got longevity and still doing it. You know, the show he was on just got it wasn't canceled, but they just had their finale of the entire show like last month. But that show has got like 4 spinoffs, and he popped up in another one. So I think he's going to be continuing that character. Out of all the people in this show,
music in general, it's a country actor I like. What's my nigga's name that sung that honky tonk badunk-a-dunk? Is that Trace Atkins?
Yeah.
I think Tim McGraw's a good actor.
Yeah,
I've
I
seen
can
him
see
in
that.
a couple movies. He was in The Blind Side.
Yeah. I think Reba McEntire, if she got the right role, because she's a good actress too.
Dolly is a motherfucker.
Dolly can act. She can act.
Well, she might be the most successful.
Possibly. I mean, because she wrote the biggest soundtrack song on earth.
And she was in 925 and the best little whorehouse. She had some movies.
Texas has a whorehouse in it.
Still Magnolias.
Yeah,
nigga. She's
a good actress. Even with that little shitty movie she did with Latifah, it was good.
Hey, yo, Dale. You know what it is. Yeah, on site. On site.
If I ever meet her, I'm going to tell her to just run if she sees you coming.
She going to say, sugar, I ain't going to run from no nice-looking black man.
Oh, hell for. What's the last one?
My coat got many colors.
What's
I'm a pound down.
What's the last question you got?
I don't know. I got.
Was that it? Yeah. What was the last one?
What's the most influential music video ever?
Damn. Thriller.
You think so? Thriller?
Yeah, I do, because he bought that long form thing in. Nobody had ever done that. You know? And he made videos. He made a video that was cinematic that made you think it was a movie.
That was. It was big.
Yeah.
It was big.
What do you think?
I don't know. I had a few favorites.
Like what?
Take on me. Remember those drawings?
Yeah, that was rotoscoping. That shit was amazing.
Yeah. You like the movies. Refrigerators.
Dire Straits? Wow,
Color
that video.
Oh, that was crazy. Or that Sledgehammer. That
Sledgehammer was crazy.
Yeah.
If you can do, that was a good one. If you do stop motion through an entire video like that was crazy.
Hey, them motherfucking, what was the Cats? Who sung that? All I think of you. You remember they had the small little, what's the name of them niggas?
I don't know what song you talking about.
Fuck. It wasn't the Stray Cats. What was the name? The Cars. The Cars.
Oh, damn. See, when you said that, the only song I can think of is Drive.
I don't think nobody can fuck with Mike. I think probably the second is Janet.
Yeah, I could see that.
Rhythm Nation was
Rhythm
big.
Nation was crazy. Yeah. It was amazing.
I don't think nobody can fuck with Mike.
Nah, me neither. His influence was so big.
Yeah, niggas,
you know?
his shit came on in the middle of TV shows. Black and white, nigga. I remember Black and White came on after Bart Simpson.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Hell, he had songs, he had videos that would come on after movies.
Yeah.
Or before movies, rather.
yeah.
And
Jam! Just ain't nothing.
I just heard a mashup between that and Bruno Mars, and it was crazy. It was Jam and Uptown Funk put together, and that shit fit perfectly.
I believe Bruno, I know he's big, but I feel like he still don't get the credit he probably deserves.
I totally agree with that.
I don't think
totally
everybody sees
agree with
everything he's doing.
Right. Yeah. And I think he's dangerous. He's a beast.
Yeah.
I totally understand.
I know I
that
keep
one.
jumping back to the subjects, but it's just popping in my head like popcorn. Pop, 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 pop.
Well, let's pop off to something else.
I got one last question.
Oh, I didn't know you had one more. What's up?
What song can you listen to over and over?
I have several. I have a couple by Chris Brown I could listen to over and over.
God.
No, seriously. Like one of them is called Sorry Enough.
Mm-hmm.
He took the beat from Clips, Grinded, and they wrote a song. That beat is so fucking hard, but the song he wrote over it is melodic and pretty. So I love when people can do shit like that. That's one. And then he had another one that is two songs put together, and I can't think of the name of it right now. I love those two songs. I have songs that I play at work when I'm playing music, and on Tuesdays I'll play them twice and call it 2 for Tuesday. Those two are a couple of them. Let's see, what's another one? Oh, This Generation by Tribe Called Quest. I can play that song over and over. Walt didn't even know that song existed until I turned him on to it. I'm trying to think. Something by Daylight. It's off of Stakes is High. Well, Stakes is High.
That's one of my favorites.
I could play that one over and over. There's another one on that album. There's several on that album. What's the one? Dun, dun,
Oh,
dun.
It's So Easy.
It's So Easy. I can play that over and over. It's like 4 on that album that I can play over and over. But that's just a couple of them. What about you?
Yeah, nigga. I can listen to A Change Gonna Come, Sam Cooke, all day long.
Really?
One of my favorite songs of all time.
Nice.
I could listen to Code of the Streets by Gangstar over and over. I can listen to... There's a song I like that people think I'm crazy. I make my family listen to it. But I got to think of the name. But it's a song that Nirvana did on the Unplugged album. And I love it.
You like that version?
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
You do that.
Well, I think it wasn't even their song.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's
but I'm
another
trying
one
to
that I
think.
could do.
There's all kinds of songs I can listen to over and
Yeah,
over.
I have several too, but I don't know them until they come on.
I can listen to Pearl Jam, Jeremy over and over.
That's a fucked up song.
But
That video is fucked up
I used
too.
to go to sleep with that on repeat.
No
when I
wonder
was
you
younger.
got this shit.
Jeremy spoken.
Oh, Points of Authority by Linkin Park. I can listen to that over and over because they did some shit at the end of that was dope as fuck. They were a good combination of nu metal and hip hop, and I loved that song. Plus, I love Chester's screaming. He was one of the most melodic screamers out there.
The name of the song is "Where Did You Sleep Last Night?"
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I don't even know if I've heard that before.
Yeah.
And that's one you can listen to over and over?
Yeah, I like it.
What about it?
It's just the way he screams.
Oh, for real?
I mean, after we get off here, I'll play it for you and I'll show you.
Okay.
But,
I'll play you Points of
I'm
Authority,
pretty
too.
diverse. I listen to a lot, but I could listen to.
I got one I can
Is
listen
it
to.
Roy Ayers?
What's the instrumental?
What's my joint? Searching, 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 searching. Or the what's the other joint? Just beans and things and flowers.
Is that?
What is that? Filled what I'm feel when I feel what I feel when I'm feeling. Yo, that's my joint, man. Sunshine.
I tell you one I can listen to over and over. The
My
live.
life, my life, my life, my life.
That song is
in
dope.
The sunshine.
Yeah, that sounds crazy. I love that song. But I can listen to Maggot Brain by Funkadelic, the live version, over and over. Because that guitar solo in it is so
I can
sick,
listen
though.
to Not Just Knee Deep all day long.
It would take you all day long.
Yeah.
That song was like 10
That's
minutes
one
long.
of my favorite shits. And I'm dancing the whole time. The whole time.
That song was like 30
I
minutes
can listen
long.
to Planet Rock, and you know it was some copies that was at least 45 minutes longer.
That was one of my answers for the one that raised questions too.
Yeah.
The one that make you want to dance immediately, and that one does. That'll pack a dance floor now. There's no getting around
Right.
it. So yeah,
nigga, if it comes on in the grocery store,
you break it down.
It's
in the
on.
grocery store.
It's on. Rock it, don't stop it.
Party in
rock
all
it,
night.
Don't stop it. Working all around the clock. Let me hear you say rock it, don't stop it.
Yeah, that's a party
Yeah,
anthem.
I'm in there.
That is a party anthem. That's a song.
All things music. We figured we share some of our music love with you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I love music. I can talk about music for hours.
Same here,
I can talk about music for hours.
but I'm not gonna.
And
So
we can go all the way from Eddie Money.
take me
You
home.
remember Eddie
tonight.
Money?
Yeah, take me home tonight. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't wanna-
Shit.
To what?
We can go from Eddie Money
to what?
to Beethoven.
Okay. Da-da-da-da.
Yeah. That shit was hard.
Yeah, that's crazy. What about, you said you like Fleetwood Mac, right? Or do you like
Yeah, I
certain
like
songs by
Fleetwood Mac.
Okay. Because I like Dreams. I think that song was crazy.
Which one's Dreams?
Thunder only happens
Happen
when it's raining. Yeah, I love
You will know.
Yeah,
That's
that
my
song is
shit.
so crazy. I love
fucks
that
with
song.
that.
That was Stevie Nicks wrote the shit out
fuck
that
that.
song.
Yeah.
What?
I said I fucked with that.
Oh, I thought you said I'll fuck her now.
And I will. Well, she's dead, though. She passed. She
She's
just
not
recently-
dead.
Oh, I thought she just
That was
recently
Christine
passed.
McVie. She passed away.
And I'm terrible about that. Everybody's dead to me. If I ain't seen you or laid eyes on you, I know Tina Turner just
probably
passed.
dead.
Rest in peace. But motherfucker Loretta Lynn. Dead. If we ought to just go, we can have an episode where you sit here and just go down the line of old people, and I'm just gonna tell you if they dead or alive. 95% of them niggas is dead to me.
I have a question though. Now that you mentioned Tina Turner, how do you feel about when rappers refer to an incident in life that's kind of fucked up, but they mention it in a funny way, like when Biggie said, "Slap Tina Turner and give her flashbacks of Ike." Or when Jay-Z said, eat the cake, anime, eat the cake. What do you think about that kind of shit?
It don't bother me. I'm a rapper, so I'm definitely on the rapper side in that situation. And it's no different than a comedian trying to,
comedically take something bad
make
or make
light
it funny.
of a bad situation.
Okay, I'm just curious what you thought about that.
I don't. I mean, but I do say when you play games like that, you take a chance.
Yeah.
Like I said, ask Redman what happened to him
When Hammer
when
came
he
out.
said something about Hammer's mama. Or I can tell you,
Hammer was
take a
about to
chance.
whip that ass.
Niggas will approach you. You playing a fiery game.
Mm-hmm.
I've been questioned out in public before about some of my choices of lyrics. A Filipino girl asked me one time, and I'm sorry if I'm still not saying it right. I said I puff trees from overseas, the Philippines and Portuguese, and that bitch was like, "Nigga, it ain't Philippines." Or she said something to me that I was wrong, and she was Filipino.
Oh shit!
Filipino.
Really? I didn't know that.
And she looked at me the rest of the night as if to say, "Nigga, I'll fuck you up." But I didn't know. I was being funny. I was making lyrics rap together, rhyme together.
I get it. You was just working on wordplay.
There's lines. I say shit like, niggas can't stand it like Colin Kaepernick.
Hey, that was dope though.
But that's dramatic.
And it was true.
Yeah,
you know?
but some niggas might have a problem with that.
You know,
why you mention his damn name?
The only one I can think of that people would have a problem with that you said right offhand is when you said my jam stay patent like hatchbacks full of Mexicans.
And why would you have a problem with that? What do you see? I'm just telling what I see. That's what rappers always say too.
Yeah.
When I just telling what I see out of my eyes. I ain't trying to motherfucking condone no hate against the Mexicans. But when I see the Mexicans, it's none of them niggas in a hatchback. Nah, but I had some, this is a bad one.
Oh shit!
I rhyme rotten like fat girls' crotches after jogging.
I remember.
You remember that one?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah, niggas,
that's horrible. That is horrible. It's clever, but that was horrible.
Yeah.
So we gotta.
Yeah, I get fucked up.
Yeah, probably somebody gonna just punch you in the face out of nowhere. Mm-hmm. That's for all the fat chicks in the world. They're gonna just beat your ass. Anyway, we gonna call that. What was this segment called? What'd you call it?
All music.
All music. Yeah. So we just gonna call it all music.
About music.
And call it a day.
Music.
All right. Peace. So, we have a final thought.
Yeah. This some shit that's
Figs
on
has a
my mind.
final
There's
thought.
some motherfucking shit on my mind.
What's on your mind?
And it's about my town, and I want to talk. Is the city councilman listening to this? Somebody need to.
It's highly doubtful, but maybe if he's told to.
Well, look, nigga. We don't need no more Mexican restaurants. We don't need no more coffee shops. We don't need no more banks. Do you realize a nigga can't buy a pair of shorts that comes below his knees in this town?
So what do we need?
Nigga, we need more nigga shit. We need more niggas like Jordans. White people like Jordans. They might want to buy some Jordans too. It ain't nothing niggerish. Nothing niggerish. Ain't no soul food restaurant. Nothing.
No, it ain't. You right.
Y'all keep building shit, banks, nigga. I ain't even got enough money to put in all these banks, nigga. Our town is growing though, man. It's growing.
It is.
It is growing, and you know,
lots of new homes popping up everywhere, and businesses coming in and shit.
And they be popping up fast too, because I swear to God, on Friday I'll drive up the bypass and won't shit be in that spot. And then I come up to bypass Sunday, and a whole building's in that bitch. Whole building. They open.
They do be adding water.
Yeah, like,
I was telling somebody there's a restaurant getting ready to come in beside the new urgent care place, and they was like, "What urgent care place?"
Yeah, we got none of them niggas. Don't.
I was like, it's like literally across from the hotel beside the gondolier. I was like, there's a new urgent care there that popped up out of nowhere. And then, like you said, that coffee shop coming in where Long John's used to be.
Nigga.
And it's almost done. And they just started on it like 3 days ago.
We got Dunkin' Creamy Cup, motherfucking Starbucks, motherfucking. I don't even drink coffee, man. Y'all motherfuckers is on my nerves.
So we need more black stuff.
Put some shit to. Nigga, bring crystals back. Why the fuck we ain't got a Krispy Kreme? Y'all motherfuckers thinking we ain't growing till we got a Krispy Kreme.
I love Krispy Kreme.
I know we had one at one time, and I guess it didn't work, but
Krispy Kreme?
Yeah.
Where?
We had a Krispy Kreme a very long time ago.
Where?
Nigga, I thought it was where TCBY was before it was TCBY.
Really?
Yeah.
Across from beside the shopping center?
I'm pretty sure if I'm lying, correct me, but we had a Krispy Kreme, nigga.
I don't remember having a Krispy Kreme.
Nigga,
That's brand new to me.
It didn't last but like 2 weeks, 3 weeks or something.
Really?
Yeah. And why every time I want a steak, I got one restaurant to choose?
You ain't got but one. You talking about what, Butcher Block?
Well, That's a good one, but nigga, you either got Applebee's and Fats, nigga. Take your pick. Like, I mean, or well, we got Aubrey's now, but you know, yeah. But you know, niggas like shit too. We should already had a Popeyes. We don't need a Bojangles. We didn't need that.
That's funny. So,
Greenville, get it together.
I wouldn't mind having a good soul food place.
Yeah,
though. That would be dope.
A real Chinese joint.
Yeah. Well, the Mexican joints, if they were real, would be dope. But they're all Americanized Mexican food. You know, I'd rather have some authentic shit.
I fucks with Monterey's. Big up to them. They got the best chips and cheese. You know what I mean? Peace. But nigga, I mean,
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. It's not a diss to them. They're only playing to the people that come in and they're patrons. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nigga, we got to take our money out of town to get a Texas Roadhouse or a Red
Star,
Lobster
or Carrabba's or Olive Garden,
even a motherfucking
Shoney's,
a Golden Corral.
We used to have a Golden Corral. Remember that?
Right. Yeah.
And then it closed. And then it closed. Long. So yeah,
they could bring Ryan's back. I don't give a
no,
fuck.
Ryan's. That's what we had. It wasn't Golden Corral. But yeah, you're right. I mean, there's not a lot of. We got choices.
Y'all taking 20 years on the Southern Craft Building. Come on.
What's tripping me out is this
Chick-fil-A is still the most famous motherfucking place in here.
They were putting buildings up in five days, and then downtown is still not done.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And they've been working on that for like 2 years.
Yeah, they are. But they doing some big shit downtown.
Apparently so. So I'm anxious to see what they're going to do with it. But yeah, we need some black shit.
Yeah, y'all needed to do a survey. And ask niggas what they want one time. A place to serve collard greens.
Made by a black woman with fat arms.
Mm-hmm. Named Nanny. Nanny.
So that's your final thought?
Yeah, I mean, I just, I love my town's growing, but it ain't,
it could be doing some other shit,
If I want to go buy a pair of shorts, unless I want them shits to be above my knees, I want the inseam to be 5 inches. I gotta go all the way to Johnson City or Knoxville better.
Yeah.
If I want the new Nikes that come out, I gotta go to motherfucking Knoxville to get them.
Really? You can't get like newer shit here? Because I don't ever buy sneakers like you do.
You can go to Hibbett. That's your choice.
Right.
I want to go to Foot Locker.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
I hate
hilarious.
to diss that shit, but nigga, get your game up.
So
and y'all can bring the Wu-Tang over there at the Performance Arts Building.
Yeah. I see that happening.
But anyway.
But your final thought is get some black shit.
Yeah. You just get some shit. Just get some shit. Don't get the same shit. Get some shit. Get some new shit.
Y'all listening? We gotta go, but y'all need to get some shit.
Cancel, man. Get some shit.